Stay tuned. Your program will begin shortly.
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 Live from the Joanna Burnaby McNamee Court in the Bill Barrett Gymnasium on the campus of Madonna High School. This is West Virginia Class Single A Region 1 semifinal volleyball on the Ohio Valley Sports Authority, Ohio Valley Sports Online. Hi, everybody. This is Phil Rujak, and I'm joined today by the voice, Jim DiCarlo, and we'll be here to give you all the exciting play-by-play action of this semifinal Region 1 Class Single A volleyball matchup. But first, let's pay some bills and thank our sponsors who allow us to bring you these broadcasts. Rosson's Mulch and More, Poe Financial Services, Barium and Chemicals, Electric O, it's electric, Capital Recovery Systems, the O Patio and Pub on Lane, Brooke County Schools, the Echo Center, Hancock County Schools, Gumbar Heating and Cooling Refrigeration, Guida Law Offices, Corey Winget, Baird Wealth Management, IBEW, 246 Cedar One Realty, Jimmy John's, Commissioner Eric Timmons, Mario's Italian Restaurant, Hauser Furniture, State Farm Agent Casey Johnson, Franciscan University of Steubenville, SVRTA, Mosty Funeral Home, and Steel and Wolf Funeral Home, Beryl Toyota, Edge Sports, Fort Steuben Maintenance, Water Transport, Presley Hearing Center, Ohio Motor Group, Jefferson County Health Department, First Westminster Church, Dr. Nate Freeman, Convenient Food Mart, Everhart Bow Funeral Home, Marcino Enterprises, M&M Hardware, Valley Converting, First Christian Church, Dr. Nate Freeman, Dr. Jagala at Ohio Valley Vision, Hommel Construction, Richard Sharon, COA, Jacob & Sons Meats in Martins Ferry, Raji Home Improvement, Express Car Wash, Iris Hitch Heating and Cooling, Steel Town Auto, A&B Heating and Cooling, Cheney Service Station, Arner Funeral Home, Naples Spaghetti House, Jefferson County Joint Vocational School, Steubenville Tailoring and Alterations, International Waste Services. And the list continues as soon as I turn the page. Best Western at Franciscan Square, West Banco, Hood's Pharmacy, Dr. John Fiegel, Summit Physical Therapy, Steubenville Bakery, Anthony Mining Company, Village Sleep Center, Steve's Fish and Chips, Josephine's Carryout, Cena Strength and Fitness, The Target Shop, Attorney Adam Martello, Signs Limited, Wintersville Trophy Shop, The Rink at Franciscan Square, and Total Sports Connection. And we want to thank all of those sponsors for allowing us to bring you every sporting event that we bring you, and that's quite a few of them, Jimmy DiCarlo. And now let's turn it over to Jimmy for the Capital One Recovery System, or Capital Recovery System pregame show.
Thank you, Phil. Magnolia comes in at 14-13. They're coached by Pam Chapman, Roger Clegg, Anissa Anderson, and Shayla Holliday. They've won 4 in a row in 5 of their last 6. They got here beating Trinity Christian 3-1. The two teams, Madonna and Magnolia, met earlier in the year, and Madonna won 2-0 in a heart-stopping 27-25 first game win. This triangular was only 2 games, and Madonna rolled in game 2 to a 25-11 win in the second game. Magnolia is led in assists by super freshman Sydney Quinnett with 510. The Diggs leader is Haley Beisel with 301, Jessa Anderson with 273, and Sydney Knight at 170. Aces are led by Sydney Knight with 44, Jessa Anderson with 30, and Sydney Quinnett with 27. And receiving, Haley Beisel with 153, Jessa Anderson with 145, and Sydney Knight with 86. As balls come flying at us up here, Phil. Madonna coming in with a tremendous 25-9-1 record. They are coached by Jaden Hissam, second-year coach, and Janet Trevoli Owens, her assistant. Madonna is led in blocks by Gina Berkheimer with 49, Abigail Boyd with 19, Lacey Queering, the national anthem gal, is also in with 19. Aces are led by Sophie Brady with 86, Gina Berkheimer, and Riley Berkheimer, who split 100. Diggs are led by Maddie Owens at 312, Bria Berkheimer, the freshman libero, at 270, and Sophie Brady with 253. They have a bunch of girls that can hit the ball, but they're led in kills by Maddie Owens at 285, Riley Berkheimer 269, and Gina Berkheimer 226. And they're led in those kills because of the great sets by assist leader Sophie Brady with 777, 3 lucky numbers. Receptions, Bree Berkheimer with 386, Riley Berkheimer 304, and Maddie Owens at 283 lead the way. So Madonna coming in at 25-9-1, Magnolia coming in at 14-13, but they played a good schedule. Magnolia knocked Madonna out of the tournament last year, and these are what I feel are the Ohio Motor Group keys to the game. For Magnolia, I've been extremely impressed with Madonna's serving. They've got not only power, but spin and flotation, so serve receiving is going to be important to get first passes for Magnolia. Also, they've got to be consistent and hold their own at the net play with the powerful Blue Dons. Madonna has to limit unforced errors, and they have to come in without having that sense of overconfident. They did beat Magnolia this year, and make sure they keep their emotions, since this is kind of a revenge game for the Blue Dons getting knocked out by Magnolia last year. Those are your Ohio Motor Group keys to the game. We're going to take a quick break with Mario's Italian Restaurant, and Phil will come back and give you the Capital or the Cedar One Realty starting lineups.
Looking for a great meal? Stop in Mario's Italian Restaurant and Lounge and DeCarlo's Pizza, located at 3806 Main Street in Weirton. Proudly serving the tri-state area for over 60 years. Family owned and operated, serving salads, sandwiches, pasta, and pizza 7 days a week. Call Danny at 304-748-1179 or visit them at mariosrestaurantandlounge.com. Good luck to all area teams from Mario's Italian Restaurant and Lounge.
Hertz and Thrifty Car Rental and Auto Detailing, located on Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville, can offer you car rentals and auto detailing. Have you been in an accident, have a business trip, or just need a vacation? We have all sizes of cars to get you safely back on the road and to your destination. Is your car filled with French fries or Cheerios from hauling the kids around? Is the salt and dirt from the winter weather driving you crazy? We are here to help you get your car looking like new with our auto detailing. You choose your detailing package. We offer wash, wax, steam, clean, and buff. You can also get a gift certificate for detailing. Stop in or call us today, 740-283-2277. That's 740-283-CARS.
Attention sports fans, are you looking for the ultimate game day experience? Look no further than the O, Patio and Pub on Lane, your go-to spot for pregame excitement, located just a 5-minute walk from the iconic OSU football stadium and the Schottenstein Center. We are proud supporters of all Ohio.
Okay, we're back here for the Cedar One Realty starting lineups. First for the visiting Magnolia Blue Eagles under head coach Pam Chapman, assisted by Roger Clegg, Anessa Anderson, and Shayla Holiday. They hadn't quite decided their starting lineup for sure, but so we're going to give you the 10-person rotation here. Jessica Anderson, a senior. Hallie Beisel, a sophomore. Katie Householder, a senior. Anderson, number 1. Beisel, number 2. Katie Householder, number 3. Number 4, Bella Sockman, a sophomore. Number 5, Sydney Knight, a senior. Number 6, Sydney Quinnett, a freshman. Number 8, Mackenzie Longwell. Number 10, Carly Warder, a sophomore. And number 21, Audrey Quinn. And we'll go over those when they take the floor for the lineup. For the Lady Madonna Blue Dons, the starting lineup: Sophomore Sophie Brady, number 2. Senior Riley Berkheimer, number 8. Sophomore, number 10, Gina Berkheimer. Junior, Abigail Boyd, number 13. Danica DeGaria, number 22, a junior. And Madison Owens, junior, number 24. And now we're getting ready for the singing of the national anthem. And to honor America here, it'll be...
Families of Madonna High School would like to welcome you to this evening's West
Lacey
Virginia
Quiring.
SSAC Class A Region 1
So we'll turn it
volleyball
over to the public address announcer for the Madonna Blue Dons.
from Magnolia High School. The Madonna family would also like to thank OVSO for being here this evening. They do so much for our area athletes, and we truly appreciate it. Also, our administration would like to thank the dedication of the 4 officials overseeing today's match. Combined, they have over 80 years of service to our student athletes. They are Ron Gable, Jerome Holmes, Joseph Wagner, Keely Bryce. Please stand, remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem performed by our very own Lacey Quiring.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
What a fantastic job by Madonna Jr., Lacey Quiring, who you will hear her name quite a bit when this game starts. And now we'll have the introduction of the teams. I'm going to take it back to the public address announcer, Corey Winget.
She is assisted by Roger Clay, Denisa Anderson, Shayla Holiday. The team, number 1, Jessa Anderson. Number 2, Haley Bissell. Number 3, Katie Householder. Number 4, Bella Sockman. Number 5, Sydney Knight. Number 6, Sydney Quinnett. Number 7, Aubrey Suter. Number 8, Mackenzie Longwell. Number 10, Carly Warder. And number 21, Audrey Quinn. Please stand, make some noise. Welcome the introduction of your Madonna Lady Dons. They are coached by head coach Jay Hissam. She's assisted by Miss Janet Owen. Your national anthem performer, number 4, Lacey Quiring. Number 18, Peyton Conley. Number 20, Taylor Berkheimer. Number 27, Hannah Doubtful. Number 28, in libero, Brina Berkheimer. Number 13, Abigail Boyd. Number 22, Danica DeGaria. Number 10, Gina Berkheimer. Number 24, Captain Madison Owen. Number 2, Sophie Brady. And your senior, better known by friends and family at Rye Burke. Number 8, Riley Berkheimer.
And that's the lineups for tonight's game between the Madonna Blue Dons, the Magnolia Blue Eagles. It's almost time for the Commissioner Eric Timmons' first serve. And to call that first serve, my partner, the man, the myth, and he is a legend, Jim DiCarlo.
Thank you very much, Phil. The captains, the Gumbar Heating and Cooling captains, were Berkheimer and Owens for Madonna, Anderson, Householder, and Knight, the three seniors for Magnolia. It's the first time we got a chance to see Magnolia this year, and it looks like that front line is going to be starting with Householder, number 3, along with their middle hitter, Warder, the sophomore, number 10, and Sydney Knight, the senior, number 5. In the back row, all-around great player, Jessa Anderson. I'd like to thank her dad and mom, Dan and Anissa, for the stats. And super freshman, Jessa's going to West Liberty to play volleyball, by the way. And super freshman setter, Sydney Quinnett, along with libero, Haley Beisel. So Magnolia will be serving to Madonna, and we're getting ready to have the Commissioner Eric Timmons opening serve. And there's an unforced error, so 1-0 Blue Dons.
So the Blue Dons score first on the board, and they'll get the side out and have their first serve, Bria Berkheimer. And every time you get together for Madonna volleyball, it's like a Berkheimer family reunion.
Yeah, it's like the Berkheimer law firm there. They've got 3 sisters playing out there.
And a cousin.
Yep. And set up Anderson. Cross court to Householder. Free ball to Owens. She slams it down, but a little bit long, and there goes our banner. So I'm going to leave that one to you, Phil, to come up with more tape. Is that ball behind us? Under the banner?
Is it? Oh, that's it. Thank you. Okay. Dan, you got to get some, better tape.
More tape, maybe. Okay.
Yeah. You have tape?
So block it in the front line, but goes down. Maddie Owens hitting a hard shot. 2-1, the Blue Dons. I think your Scotch tape would work too there, Phil.
Yeah, it might.
Back to serve, Sophie Brady. Nice spin, and it's electric. Sophie Brady with an ace. Boy, she's a heck of an all-around player. Just one of the better setters I've seen in the Valley this year, and her serves are really hard to return. 3-1 Madonna. And here comes a floater, but soon as I say that, I jinxed her, and she knocks down our sign again. Huh?
One more. Hold on, Jimmy. I'm going to get you one more.
So 3-2, and there's another unforced error. That was by Warder serving. So 4-2 Madonna, as both teams a little nervous here to start. Bunch of unforced errors. Maddie Owens back to serve. Knight over, setting up Anderson, who can really jump, finds a spot, but nice save by Brady. Over to Quering, double block. Anderson saves for the Blue Dons, but nobody there to retrieve. 5-2 Madonna for the Blue Devil, or the Blue Eagles, I should say. Blue Dons and Blue Eagles. So 5-2 Madonna as Owens back to serve again. Nice floater. Good job by Knight. Nice play at the net there by Gina Berkheimer, our player of the game the other day. She's tremendous net player.
And Jimmy, you just got to hit it where they ain't, and she put it right in between a group of Blue Eagles.
So good hard serve by Owens again, and it's electric all the way up on the stage. They're giving us business up here, Phil.
I'm telling you, they want to give it we're going to get a foul ball here.
2 aces so far for the Blue Dons, who are up 7-2. Owens back to serve again. Another hard hit. Anderson gets it, retrieved, hit over by Sockman. Back set to Quering. Knight setting up Anderson. Has to hit it over, and 4 hits. So not a good set there that time. Anderson couldn't get it over. Madonna on a roll early, 8-2. First quarter brought to you by Still Wolf Funeral Home. And back over to Anderson. So free ball for Madonna. There's Sophie Brady back to Maddie Owens, who just hits it over. Free ball for Magnolia. Setting up Sockman in the middle. Saved by Owens. Brady to Berkheimer. And a little long, right up to me. I'm ready for that one, Phil.
You used that softball prowess of yours and made a nice play on that, like the Toronto Blue Jays not an error in the World Series.
Mackenzie Longwell in for Magnolia. Back to serve, down 8-3. Owens with a nice reception. Nice set to Gina Berkheimer. Played well by Magnolia. Anderson digs it over. There's Berkheimer. Riley off the net. Played again and down. Berkheimer's pick your poison there. Which one, Sister Gina or Riley, with a tip into the hole as Boyd comes into the game for the Blue Dons.
And veteran coach Pam Chapman directing her team. But the Blue Dons, everything going their way so far.
Gina Berkheimer out. Another unforced there. A lot so far. A little bit of nerves from both sides. 9-4 is Jessa Anderson. Just a really good all-around athlete. Tremendous softball player. Great volleyball player. And there it is. It's electric.
And that's one of those line drive serves that they're tough to handle. If you get a good hit on it, you can handle it. But they're tough to handle. Those nice line drive serves right over the net.
Just a really good all-around player. Her first ace. Another tough serve. Maddie Owens hits it down. So a good serve leads to another point. Maddie Owens hitting into the net. Anderson back to serve. 9-6. Here come the Blue Eagles. Another nice jump serve. And almost hit out of play. So free ball for Magnolia thanks to the serve. Setting it cross court that time. Knight hitting it over and down. I'm going to give that a wham shot for those from Magnolia that don't know what that is. It's a hard kill. It goes straight to the floor or can only be hit once. So here comes Magnolia down by 2 as Jess Anderson rallies the troops.
Good job by Anderson to get a run going.
Nice block that time by Boyd. And we're going to get a free ball for Magnolia if they can play it. And Brady cannot, so 9-8. Both teams with 2 timeouts.
Right back into it. The veteran coach Pam Chapman down 7 points. Didn't no panic in her. She just kept directing her team, and now they're back to within 1.
A lot dealt with these serves. There's another good serve, another free ball for Magnolia. But this time, number 4, Sockman, hits it a little deep to stop the momentum. So great run there by Jessa Anderson. 10-8, Madonna.
I want to say hi to Mark Blair and his son Zach down in New Martinsville. They're watching tonight. Mark, the athletic director for the Blue Eagles.
The carrier with the serve. Cross court to Anderson. Off the double block. Sophia Brady, but there is Knight for the rejection and down. 10-9, Madonna. I'd like to say also hello to Ronnie and Pam Brill if they're listening in New Martinsville tonight. Libero Haley Beisel, the sophomore, back to serve, looking to tie it up, Phil. Sophie Brady. And Boyd with a nice spike, but played well by Anderson. Cross court, hit over by Knight. Brady with a good cross court to Berkheimer. That's Riley, but she's underneath the ball, hitting it into the net. So we're tied at 10. What a comeback for Magnolia.
Now, you know they're not going to go away easy, and neither one of these teams. There's a lot of fight in both of these teams.
Yeah, both undefeated. This is a humongous game, and we'll explain that in a minute. Sophie Brady with a great job, a nice, beautiful save by Knight and Anderson. Brady hit a spot, but Anderson made the play. Nice spike again by Berkheimer. Saved by number 2, Beisel, and Magnolia wins a hard-fought point there. Now we're going to take a timeout first. We'll come back and explain the importance of this match. Madonna takes a timeout. We'll take it with us. We'll be back after this Mario's break.
Are you seeing the world as clearly as you should? At Ohio Valley Vision Center, we believe in providing top-quality eye care for you and your family. From comprehensive eye exams to the latest in eyewear fashion, our experienced optometrists are here to help. Located in Steubenville and Weirton, we offer convenient hours to fit your busy schedule. Thanks to Ohio Valley Vision Center, you can see better than ever. Call us today at 740-283-3937 or visit OhioValleyVisionCenter.com to schedule your appointment. Ohio Valley Vision Center, your vision, our focus.
And we're back here. Magnolia now with a lead, 11-10. The winner of this game has to win 1 out of 2, Phil, to win the championship to go to the state. The loser has to win 3 in a row, including beating the winner of this game twice next Wednesday. So we have a violation. So the timeout, good timeout by Coach Hissom, tied up at 11 with the unforced error. Back to serve Riley Burkheimer.
See if Burkheimer can get a run going for the Blue Dons now.
Jess Anderson. And we're just going to get a free ball as Warner hits it over. There's DeCaria to Boyd. Cross court to Owen. She slams it, but nice defensive play that time by Longwell. Back over to Madonna. Owens again slams it. Nice block that time by Warder. And Madonna can't play it. Warder at the net with a nice block.
She's really been very active and done a very good job at the net tonight for Coach Chapman and the Blue Eagles.
Warder started last year for them as a freshman. Number 3 Householder back in. And back to serve as freshman Sydney Quinnett, the setter. And a little bit long, another unforced error, so 12 apiece. So again, the winner of this game is in the driver's seat. All they have to do is win 1 out of 2 next Wednesday. The loser of this game is going to have to win and get back to this and win a doubleheader Wednesday night. Anderson receives the serve. Back set the night. Nice job. Good play by Riley Burkheimer. Maddie Owens is going to hit it over. Free ball for the Blue Eagles. There's Warner, and she finds a hole between Owens and Gina Burkheimer.
Owens made a diving try for the ball, but unable to get there and do anything with it. So another good play by the sophomore Warder.
Quinnett, it's electric.
And the Blue Eagles now with a 14-12 lead here over the Madonna Blue Dons.
That's Sydney Knight, by the way. And there's Gina Burkheimer with a wham shot, a water transport wham.
Yeah, that was a pretty good shot there by Gina Burkheimer. She's, I know she had a great game the last on Tuesday, and she's picked it up right where she left off on Tuesday.
Sophie Brady down by 1 serving. Setting up Jessa Anderson off the net. Beautiful save by Brady. And Riley Burkheimer hits it over. Free ball. Set to Warner, and she slams it down with a wham shot.
And it's inside the line, so another point for the Lady Eagles.
Blue Eagles 15, Blue Dons 13.
And she gave herself the right to serve the volleyball.
Nice hard serve. Nice save by Brady. Free ball this time for Magnolia. There's Quinnett over to Anderson. Off the net. And a double block that time by Quering, who's excited. And Gina Burkheimer, who leads the team in blocks. Want to mention, I've heard Lacey Quering sing the national anthem 4 times. I've never seen her miss a note.
Wow, she's fantastic.
Yep.
What a talent.
Yep. Owens with a nice serve. There's Anderson trying to push it across, and she finds a hole. Good vision by Anderson, Jessa Anderson.
Just want to say Quering's brother, he could catch a football, he could shoot a basketball, but he couldn't carry a note. She has all the singing talent in the family.
Longwell serving up by 2, 16-14. Nice line drive serve, and it's electric.
I tell you, those line drive serves are so difficult to return, so difficult to receive. You have to hit it just perfectly to send it back over the net.
Again, another nice serve, and it's going to be a free ball because of that serve for Magnolia. And we're going to set up Stockman, who hits it in the corner, and it finds the line, Phil.
Just inside, a game of inches, and that was just inside by inches, and it's another point for the Blue Eagles, who lead now 18-14 here in the first set of the night.
And off the net and on the Magnolia side, so the momentum is stopped with another unforced error. 18-15.
Boyd checks back in for Madonna. Let's see if Gina Burkheimer now can get a run going for the Lady Dons here for Jaden Hissom, whose birthday it is tonight, by the way.
Happy birthday, Jaden. Nice serve by Burkheimer. Free ball, sets up a free ball for Madonna. Brady, cross court to Riley Burkheimer. That's a wham shot up in the lights, but it played well by Magnolia. And hit deep. Owen saves it, and up at the basketball court, rattling around. Sophie hits it over. Wish we had a higher ceiling here.
This is like a McDonald's commercial.
Yeah. There's Anderson again, cross court, saved by Queering. Somebody in the net, I think they're calling. Or 4 hits. They called 4 hits. I'm not sure I saw 4 hits. Pam,
I'll tell you
Crawford
what.
didn't see 4 hits. I don't know what
Off
happened.
off the basketball backboard.
Well, anyhow, it's 18-16. Gina Berkheimer with the jump serve. Nice jump serve, and it's electric.
And a nice little run going here for the Lady Dons. Pam Chapman encouraging her team.
She's still got 2 timeouts. Madonna with 1 left. Magnolia up 18-17. Berkheimer with a floater. Quinnett over to Stockman and down in the corner.
Right where nobody's at, and got it inside the line. So a good shot and stops the bleeding by the Blue Eagles. 19-17 they lead now.
And here comes all-around superstar Jessa Anderson serving at 19-17. And I just jinxed her, Phil.
Never fails, Jimmy. Just a little bit too much that time, and Danica DeCaria now comes in for Queering. Veteran officiating crew, Ron Gable and Joseph Wagner are the officials in the line. Judges Keely Rice and Jerome Holmes.
DeCaria serving. She's a defensive specialist. Quinnett tips it over herself and finds a hole behind her head. I don't know how they see those holes, Phil.
I'm telling you, amazing. And they got it right in between 2 of the Berkheimers, and neither one could get to it. And just very good placement by Quinnett.
Beisel back to serve. The libero up by 2. Boyd. Nice setup to Riley Berkheimer. Played by Magnolia. Nice double block, but not over. So point to Magnolia. And Madonna has seen enough. Down 21-18. Magnolia, we're going to take a timeout with them.
Looking for a great deal on a pre-owned vehicle? Ohio Motor Group has you covered. Visit us in Steubenville, Bridgeport, or online. We've got cars, trucks, and SUVs to fit every budget and lifestyle. Bad credit? No problem. We offer guaranteed credit approval. If we can't approve you, no one can. Check out our inventory online at ohiomotorgroup.com or stop by one of our locations today. Drive away in your dream car.
This broadcast is brought to you by Ohio Valley Sports Online, your sports authority. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instantly notified when we go live on our next broadcast, only on Ohio Valley Sports Online.
This first set brought to you by Still Wolf Funeral Home. Madonna first to 5, Phil, first to 10, but Magnolia first to 15 and first to 20. Now leads 21-18 in set 1 as Beisel is back to serve. A floater over. Brady setting up Boyd, who hits it over. So Magnolia with a free ball, and it's off the net, and Warner gets it to go down.
Right in the right spot, and everything falling the Blue Eagles' way right now. 22-18, they lead. Mark Blair, you'd be very proud. I'm sure you are, my friend.
Beisel with the serve, received by Berkheimer. That's Bria. Maddie Owens with a hard hit from the back line. Played Jessa Anderson. Nice double block by the Blue Dons. There's Owens over to Brady. Cross court to Berkheimer off the net. And this time it goes Madonna's way. Nice try that time, Phil, by Quinnett, the freshman setter.
And now let's see if the Blue Dons can get another run going here. It's Riley Berkheimer. She'll be set to serve for Madonna.
She's the only senior on the Blue Dons team. Nice floater. Anderson plays it. Over to Knight. Free ball for the Blue Dons. Brady setting up Boyd and down. We'll give that a water transport wham for Boyd.
Definitely a water transport wham that time. Boyd found the ground very, very quickly, on not allowing the Magnolia defenders to get to the ball.
Pam Chapman with 2 timeouts left. Berkheimer to Anderson. Quinnett setting up Warner, who pushes it over. Berkheimer in the back row. Owens down, but underneath it, off the net. Point Magnolia. Maddie got under. It was a good set. She just kind of got under that a little bit.
Yeah, just couldn't quite get the ball over the net that time. And good hard hit, but sometimes that happens.
Householder in the front line. Quinnett back to serve. It's a long serve to Carrier receives. Brady to Owens, a little deep and long, so we're going to have 4 set points here for the Blue Eagles as freshman Sydney Quinnett goes back to serve. Nice slicer to the right, played by Berkheimer. And Owens with a wham shot of her own. That's a nice cross-quarter, Phil.
So Madonna not going to go away yet. It's now 24-21. They got a lot of work to do, though. One mistake and it's over. It goes into favor of the Blue Eagles. So let's see what they have to offer here.
You got a little bit of timeout. One of the things you can't do, I know 1 point can hurt you, one unforced error, but you can't be tentative here, Phil. You still have to be aggressive.
Right, you got to play. The officials talking to
you can hear a pin
Coach
drop
Hissom
here. Okay,
but yeah, you're right. You have to just make sure that something going on at the table.
I don't know if they're looking at a substitution issue, or
Jaden does not look too happy. So
I'm not really sure. We're not privy to what they're discussing, but. It's 24-21 with Madonna serving. That'll be Bria Berkheimer. So the Blue Dawns led 5-1 and 10-8, but Magnolia took the lead at 15-13 and 20-18, and now still has 3 set points.
Would everybody in the front row, if your feet are on the gymnasium floor, please find a seat 1 row back or further, please.
So I don't know if I've ever heard or seen that before. Okay,
I don't know that I have either. I mean they're far enough away from the. It's not like a basketball game where they're the. I don't get this one. This is one that's kind of mind-boggling to me.
I'm not sure.
I mean, there's plenty. There's a good 5 feet between 6 feet between the out of bounds and the floor and the seats.
Yeah, I'm not sure what
the basketball game I could understand.
WVSSAC rule is, but
I don't think.
No, we're back to business here, and setting up cross court tonight. She hits it into the net. So 4 set points, and now down to 2 set points in game number 1.
And a good job by Bria Berkheimer.
Bria Berkheimer back to serve. And she floats a deep one. Quinnett setting up Warner. Nice block that time by Gina Berkheimer, but played well by Magnolia. Brady back to Gina, and she rips it down for a wham shot.
That's a wham
I think
shot.
Magnolia needs a timeout right now, Phil.
I think you're right. And Pam Chapman, the veteran, let's see if she takes one. She's going to.
She's going to take it. We're going to take it. Be back right after this Mario's break.
I've never seen that.
For 37 years, Raggi Home Improvement has stood as a beacon of reliability in Weirton, West Virginia, proudly distributing Provia windows and doors. Their unwavering commitment to quality and customer satisfaction has transformed countless homes, allowing families to enhance both aesthetics and energy efficiency. With free estimates, Raggi makes the process approachable, ensuring homeowners feel supported every step of the way. Their long-standing presence in the community not only elevates local homes, but also fosters trust, making them a cherished partner in home improvement.
Now we're back here, 24-23 Magnolia. Madonna serving. Quinnett back set that time tonight, who just dumps it over. Played by Madonna. There's Owens who tips it over. Jessa Anderson pushes it deep, but played by Berkheimer. Warner at the front line. Cross court into the net. Madonna survives 4 set points to tie it up at 24.
Householder looked to get a wham shot and just couldn't quite get it over the net. So things headed now back to Madonna's side.
Berkheimer again with the deep floater. Quinnett to Warner, who slams it into Gina Berkheimer, who blocks it. Brady back to Berkheimer, and she gets it over. So let's see if Pam takes her last time out. I think she will.
I think she will too. It's 25-24, but you got to win by 2, so Madonna still needs another point.
So we'll take it with us. Be back right after this Mario's break.
Are you looking for high-quality mulch and aggregates for your landscaping needs? Look no further than Rawson's Mulch and More. Serving the Ohio Valley and tri-state area, Rawson's delivers top-notch products right to your doorstep. From decorative stone to mulch and more, Rawson's has got you covered. Don't settle for less. Choose Rawson's Mulch and More for all your landscaping needs. Call 740-632-7742 to place your order today.
Now Madonna's rattled off 5 straight points, being down 24-20. Now it's set point for the Blue Dawns, up 25-24, as Bria Berkheimer trying to put game 1 away. There's a long floater. Quinnett, back set to Knight, cross court, played by Riley Berkheimer to Gina, who tips it over. And we've got a violation on Magnolia. Not sure what they called on the net or the line, but that violation ends game 1, and it goes to Madonna, Phil, 26-24.
And an outstanding comeback that time. I mean, the Blue Eagles had things going their way, Jimmy, but Madonna able to come back and take the first set. Madonna 26-24 wins set number 1. We'll be back with set number 2 after this timeout and word from our sponsors.
Experience the difference with Richard Sharon and Associates, Steubenville's trusted accounting experts. With over 50 years serving the Ohio Valley, our firm stands out for professionalism, experience, and unwavering quality. Each client benefits from the collective knowledge of our entire team, ensuring personalized attention and expert solutions. Our staff exceeds industry standards, committing to more than 80 hours of annual continuing education. Discover the peace of mind that comes from working with a firm dedicated to your financial success. Get to know us today.
At Steel & Wolf Funeral Homes, we honor lives with compassion and dignity. With 2 convenient locations in Weirton, West Virginia, we offer personalized services tailored to your needs. From pre-planning to grief support, our caring staff is here to guide you through every step. Choose Steel & Wolf, where memories are cherished forever.
SVRTA can connect you to all kinds of destinations. Whether you need to connect to the Pittsburgh Airport or connect across the river to Weirton, SVRTA has the connection you need. SVRTA and its connect.
Jimmy, a great first set. I would expect the same thing in set number 2 with both of these teams playing for a playoff berth here, or at least command in the tournament berth. So to call set number 2, here's my partner, Jimmy DiCarlo.
Both teams, Phil, with 3 aces in that first set, the Electrico aces, and I had Madonna with 4 wham shots and Magnolia with 3. This second set brought to you by Steubenville Tailorings and Alterations. So for any occasion, give them a call. Well, Madonna back to serve, and they're going to start with Bria Berkheimer, who ran about 6 in a row or 5 in a row off for Madonna. They were down.
I think 6 in a row. They were 24-20.
Yeah, but I think they got that point, and then she served the last 5.
That's right.
Anyhow, Oring tips it over, but nice save by Brady. Cross court, and there's a deep spike by Riley Berkheimer, controlled by Magnolia. Cross court, Knight, and it's down off of Brie Berkheimer's hand. Good cross court spike. So we'll see if that momentum carries over to Madonna in game 2. For the first time tonight, we've got number 21, the outside hitter, Audrey Quinn, the sophomore, in for the Blue Eagles. Nice cross court serve. Good play by Maddie Owens. Set back up to Owens. Cross court and in. That is definitely down, Phil.
Finds the corner, and that's exactly what you have to do. So it's side out and a point for Madonna. Quinnett, the server that time, a famous name in the lures of Magnolia of New Martinsville.
Very impressed with her as a freshman, Phil.
Yeah, she has played extremely well. A very athletic family. Her relative has to be, I'm not sure if dad or uncle was a cross-country
Sophie
coach.
Brady, unbelievable. Leads the team in aces. I see why. And Brady with a save. Back over to Maddie Owens, who pushes it deep to Anderson. Quinnett, and there's Warner with a hard hit. We'll give her a wham shot.
Yep, absolutely. She got the ball down and got it down quickly, so Madonna couldn't react to it and couldn't receive it and hit it back. So good job by Wharton. She's done a great job in that front line for Magnolia.
Knight with a good serve. Berkheimer, Brady, Owens. Nice save by Quinnett, but nobody there to play it. 2-2.
Yeah, Madonna just looking to get something rolling here now with Maddie Owens. 2-2 again, as Jimmy said. So see if Maddie Owens can get a run of some kind going for Madonna.
Been really impressed this year seeing Madonna with their services. And there's another good one. Anderson cross court. She'll tip it over. And did it get there? No. Queering just missed getting it back over.
She did a good job of saving the ball, and then just off her fingertips and couldn't quite get it over the net. So Wharton gonna win the serve here now with great play on the net.
It hit top of the net, just came back to her side. Bree Berkheimer with a receive. Brady over there to Riley Berkheimer. Nice save by Warner. There's Brady. Bria Berkheimer setting up Riley, cross court. I think it was tipped, though.
Yep, it was tipped, and it's going to be a Madonna point.
Tipped and out, but point. Weirton Madonna Blue Dons.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say hello to George Vargo's daughters, their niece Taylor on the team. Alicia in the Cleveland area and Katie in the Florida area, both them and their families. Hello to both them and their families. And I see Charlotte here. I don't know where George is, but I see Charlotte here. I think George is playing around eating wings or something.
Yeah, we had a little timeout. Maddie Owens tying her shoelace, so Gina Berkheimer back to serve, tied at 3. The jump serve, hard one, saved by Knight. And cross court to Anderson. There's Owens over to Brady. And Queering, nice cross quarter. Played by Magnolia. Free ball here. Let's see if Brady can set up. Berkheimer with a tip. Saved that time by Quinnett. Knight dinks it over.
Great volley.
Brady. And a miss hit by Boyd. She just mistimed her jump, Phil. It was a good set.
It was like one of those balls coming into the softball, looks like a balloon, and you just kind of miss it. And she wanted to hammer that and wham that, but just didn't work out.
Longwell, who had some good serves, the junior in for Magnolia. Up 4-3, down 1-0. Bria Berkheimer with a nice receive, and there's Queering again, and this time almost goes down. Great save by Knight. Brady. Riley Berkheimer with a hard shot, but saved by Magnolia. Good play by Bria Berkheimer. There's Jess Anderson. A lot of pushing into the holes, Phil. Riley Berkheimer, double blocked by Magnolia. And there's Boyd with an open hole in the corner.
And finds that corner, and I'll tell you what a great volley back and forth. And great play on both sides, but Madonna wins that one with an outstanding shot that time by Boyd.
Great net play. DeCaria back to serve. Tied at 4. Beisel over to Quinnett. Anderson off the net. Didn't make it over. 5-4 Madonna.
So Madonna takes the lead 5-4 here now. Back and forth. Exactly what we expected, Jimmy.
Two well-coached teams. And Anderson with a nice save. And going to be hit over by Knight. Nope, didn't make it.
You know, this is like the old and the new. You got Pam Chapman, who's been doing this for, as long as I can remember, and Jaden Hissom, who was a disciple of Ethel Reiser, who Pam Chapman had a lot of battles with. Both doing a great job coaching their kids.
Yep. Nice floater into the hole. There's Anderson with trying to save, but it's electric. DeCaria.
Nice serve by Danica and gets the point for the Lady Dons. And Anderson, she's just a super athlete. And she's all over. She can play anywhere on the court. And, did a great job of trying to maintain that.
Knight to Anderson, who pushes it cross court. But there's Riley Berkheimer. Back to Berkheimer. Cross court. Not this time. That's a wham shot.
Yeah, she whacks that right off the floor again. The harder you hit it, the quicker it hits the floor, the harder it is to defend, and that's exactly what both these teams do. And that time around, they got the best of the Blue Eagles.
So down 4-3. Now Madonna's up 8-4 on a roll here. Brady over to Berkheimer. Nice double block that time by the Blue Eagles. Back to Berkheimer. Pushes it cross court, but a little bit too far and out.
Yeah, a little bit too much that time, and it goes out. And now the Blue Eagles will be side out, and Anderson is going to get the serve, see what she can do to get her team back into the positive side.
What a nice hard serve, and it's electric. She's the one that brought him back in game 1, Phil.
Yep, and another one of those line drive serves, Jimmy. If you don't hit it just right, you're not going to return it.
She's an excellent softball player, too, and going to West Liberty to play volleyball. And we just jinxed her.
Well, that's the one downside of the line drive serve. Sometimes if you don't get it just right, it's going to hit that net. So, that's the one negative you have with it. But if you can master that line drive serve, you can put a lot of points on the board.
9-6 Madonna as Riley Berkheimer back to serve. Nice floating line drive. Back push by Quinnett, not there. Berkheimer from the back row, saved by Anderson. Quinnett cross court to Knight, and it's down with a wham shot. Sydney Knight, the senior, he's also a good softball player. I believe she's the center fielder for the Blue Eagles.
Now you're going to have Hallie Beisel will now be the server. She's also the libero.
There's a return by Boyd. Cross court, Maddie Owens. Nice block that time by Warder. Anderson receives. It's Warder with a cross court wham shot.
Yeah, another tough, hard one to handle. Didn't get to the ground, but hard one for Bria Berkheimer to handle, and a point for the Blue Eagles. They've corralled back to 9-8 now.
The carrier receives the serve. There's Brady and gets it to Maddie Owens. We're going to give her a water transport wham as she gets that down.
Yep, got a little bit off the net, I believe, and then, good diving try by the Blue Eagles, but unable to control the ball, and Madonna has side out, 10-8, and they get the serve, Bria Berkheimer.
Bria Berkheimer serving 10-8, hits the net, and it's electric.
Another beautiful serve, hits the, that net can be your friend, it can be your enemy, but boy, it can certainly be your friend.
Yeah, me and Dan don't like the rule. When it hits the net, we feel it should be a redo, but we don't make those rules, so we got to play with what it is. Nice floater, set to Warner. Nice block by Gina Berkheimer. Crossed over there to Sydney Knight across court. Good save by Owens. Sets her Owens back up, cross court, little long.
Yeah, a little bit too much that time from Maddie, and the side out to the Blue Eagles, and they'll get the serve now. 11-9, another hard-fought, tight match here between these two single-A powerhouses. Magnolia used to be a double-A powerhouse for a long time.
Yeah, we've lost population all over the valley. Quinnett serve, going to get a free ball out of this one. There's Quinnett setting up Warner, who dinks it over. Good serve leads to a point for the Blue Eagles.
Hit them where they're not. They found the hardwood floor, and it makes it an 11-10 game now. Blue Eagles trail by 1.
All quiet here in the joint. 11-10 Magnolia. And Gina Berkheimer to Brady. Cross court to Owens. Nice save by Quinnett.
Excellent.
There's Knight dinking it over off the hands of Madonna down to the floor, tying it at 11.
Once again, the faster you can get it to the floor, Bria Berkheimer did everything she could but couldn't save it. And now we have we're all knotted up. We're right back where we started.
Quinnett, deep serve, played by Riley Berkheimer. Gina Berkheimer, double blocked by Magnolia.
Great job by Quinnett again.
Pushed deep by Anderson. Owens tries to save it and does. Nice play by Brady. Back tip by Gina Berkheimer. And we're playing volley at the net here, Phil. Back and forth we go. And Owens in. Good save by Anderson. Cross court to Knight, and she's underneath it into the net.
Yeah, she kind of mistimed her jump that time and just couldn't quite get on top of the ball. And at point for Madonna gets side out, and Sophie Brady will be behind the line whacking the ball. She is their best ace server.
Sophie Brady with a nice floater and almost off the ceiling, but played well by Madonna. Brady setting up Owens, who spikes it off the double block. So free ball here for Knight off the double block, and we'll give her a wham shot. So she recovers, Phil, after that last mistake.
Yep, and gets it tied back at 12 again. So another tie score here.
She's back to serve. Nice hard line drive serve, but Brady sets up Gina Berkheimer off the net and down.
Yeah, rode the top of the net for a couple inches and then went right down to the floor. Nice to see Jaden Hissom's dad here, Brian Hissom, who's had some medical issues. Long-time friend, but good friend of mine. Good to see him tonight.
Maddie Owens setting up Anderson, and she's underneath a little bit into the net.
this is a grueling. People don't understand what a grueling game this is. A lot of jumping. You don't run a lot, but there's a lot of jumping involved, and that trying to get that spring and that push off. You better be in shape, pretty good shape for that. Legs need to be strong.
A lot of jumping, a lot of diving. Here's Owens' serve. Quinnett cross court to Anderson again. This time she dinks it down. What a save by Brady, but cannot be played by Query at the net.
Yep, good try, valiant try by Lacey, but she just could off the fingertips and just couldn't get it back over again. And now Carly Warder, she's back to serve again.
Sockman in for Magnolia. And received that time by Maddie Owens off the ceiling. And Riley Berkheimer, free balls, pushes it back. There's Jessa Anderson trying to push it down again, but there's Brady on a dive. There's Anderson again trying to find a hole, and she does.
Yeah, absolutely, found it right. Hit it right where they're not. Yeah, I don't know, Jimmy, if 50, 60 years ago the ball didn't have as much air in it, but a lot of gyms that were built back in that time frame have small, have short ceiling.
See, this is one of the shortest ones. Pretty good home court advantage normally here. Maddie Owens with a strong spike from back row. Brady, cross court, and off the net, Gina Berkheimer gets it down.
Great job by Berkheimer again to get, and a little bit of luck in there. It rode the net and went to the other side, not to your side. Sometimes, again, that net can be your friend, it can be your enemy. That time it was Madonna's friend. 15-14, they lead with the serve.
Gina Berkheimer with a jump serve. Anderson plays it. Set up back to Anderson, and she hits it off the double block and down. Anderson can really get up for her size. If she was just a little bit taller, she would be something there, but all around, she is one of Magnolia's best.
Oh, she's just a great athlete. I mean, she works very hard. You can tell she's a hard worker as well.
15-15, nice receive by Riley Berkheimer, who pushes it deep and unplayable that time by Beisel.
Beisel did everything she could to try to get that ball returned, but couldn't get it up enough to get any kind of help from her teammates. And so Madonna going to have side out, have the point, and they're going to have the serve.
DeCaria back to serve for the Blue Dawns, up by 1 in 1-0 lead by Madonna. Cross court to Anderson, pushes it over, not this time, double block. Nice save that time by Knight. Hit over by Longwell. Free ball for Madonna, and there is a wham shot right at your feet, Phil, by Riley Berkheimer.
I always treated her good when I was principal. I don't know why she did that.
Second set brought to you by Steubenville Tailorings and Alterations. Now Dan knows why I put a lot of tape down normally.
I'm telling you.
Okay. Today I didn't. I didn't want him hollering at me. Okay. DeCaria. And a missed play there that time. Stockman and Anderson kind of looking at each other. So Madonna, 18-15. I would say this is a pretty important win, a must-win for Magnolia after losing game 1 and blowing 4 set points. They're down 18-15. We'll be back after this Mario's timeout.
The Target Shop has all your fall sports needs. Shop local and get all your school spirit gear, fan wear, and everyday apparel. Support your locally owned Target Shop. The Target Shop offers new designs weekly. Stop in soon.
Your vehicle deserves the best at Valvoline Express Care. The only authorized Valvoline Express Care within 60 miles. We're locally owned and operated.
We take pride in serving our community. Every day, we honor our veterans and Franciscan University of Steubenville employees with special discounts. Enjoy peace of mind with our complimentary checkup, because your safety is our priority. At Valvoline Express Care, all cars and trucks are welcome. Come experience the difference.
You're not just a customer, you're a family.
Everyone at IWS is proud to support our area schools and athletes. We would like to wish every team a safe and successful season. Play hard, stay strong, and good luck from all of us at IWS.
A legacy committed to service and sustainability in our communities.
And we're back here, 18-15, Madonna DeCaria serving up by 3 and up 1-0, winning set 1, 26-24 in a heart stopper. Knight over to Anderson, pushes it deep. DeCaria saves. Brady cross court to Riley Berkheimer, and the timeout works well. I'm telling you, Phil, a lot of great timeouts by these coaches all year long.
It always seems like something goes their way after a timeout. Doesn't do it all the time, but man, the vast majority of the time, Jimmy, you pointed out, and I've been watching. This is absolutely true.
Anderson with a hard serve. Brady with a set to Riley Berkheimer. Tries to push it across. Nice save by Anderson, but out by Sockman.
And Madonna going to get the point, 19-16 now. Back up to a 3-point advantage for the Blue Dons, and Riley Berkheimer. Pretty good. If you say Berkheimer with the hit or the serve, you're probably going to be spot on. You're more often than not, you're going to be right.
Riley Berkheimer on the serve across court to Knight, who hits it deep. But what do we got here? We got a violation on the net area that time, I believe. So point Magnolia as the libero Beisel comes in to serve.
Beisel's had a pretty good night from behind the line.
Again, misleading. Magnolia's 14-13, but they played a lot of tough teams this year. Madonna's played a really good schedule, too. Owens with a nice hard hit off the net. Saved across court, but can't get over by Knight.
Yeah, it was in a difficult place, a little bit more toward the out-of-bounds area, and Knight did the best she could, but couldn't do anything with that one. So Madonna the first 1-20 now.
20-17 Blue Dons. As Bria Berkheimer. Knight hits it over on the serve. Maddie Owens with a hard hit. Nice play back to Owens and down. So Longwell played it well, but played it right into the hands of Owens, who was Johnny on the spot, or I should say Maddie on the spot.
Maddie hit it right back to the same area and unable to react fast enough. Another point for Madonna.
21-17 and into the net. Bree Berkheimer, 21-18.
And I was just going to say, if another point for Madonna, I'm sure Pam Chapman going to take a timeout, but Madonna helped her out there.
Madonna still with 2 timeouts. Quinn comes in for Magnolia. Pam has 1 timeout left for Magnolia. Gina Berkheimer, hard hit, nice block that time by Warder. Cross court to Knight, good double block by the Blue Dons. Cross court to Maddie Owens, hits it deep, good save by Jess Anderson. Quinnett cross court to Quinn. Blocked and net play, back and forth we go. Set to Knight, who hits it cross court. Good play by Riley Berkheimer. Owens pushes it over. And net play won by Gina Berkheimer, but stayed alive by the Eagles. Gina trying to slam it down.
Yep.
And off of the block, goes down on Magnolia's side. So point. On the Blue Dawn side, point Magnolia.
Gina got the best of Warder first, and then Warder got the best of Gina, and Magnolia gets the point.
Quinnett back to serve, down by 2. Brady to Gina Berkheimer, and we got a violation at the net, I believe. So 22-19, Madonna, as Queering comes in.
And the ace server for the Blue Dons coming up, Sophie Brady, with a 22-19 lead.
Brady with a hard floater. That ball is moving, Phil.
Yep.
Nice dink down, but good save by
good
Madonna.
Job by the Blue Dons. I thought
good
that was
save
down.
by the libero for Magnolia. Quinn hits it over, and Bree Berkheimer can't get there.
Great play by both sides. I thought the ball was down on Madonna's side, then I thought it was down on Magnolia's side, and finally it does fall on Madonna's side, and Magnolia gets the best of that one to climb back to within 2 to get the serve.
Knight serving. Those ponytails get in my road.
Yep.
Queering with a nice play. Tipped over that time by Warder, and Brady can't play it, so 22-21. And let's see after this play if Magnolia gets it, if Jaden Hisson might call the timeout. Sydney Knight trying to tie it up. And
I thought she might call it there, but
nice cross court.
And it's out.
And it's just out.
Barely, not by much.
And Jaden has seen enough. 22 apiece. Madonna calls timeout. We're going to take it with us, and we'll be right back.
Discover the unique charm of Jacob & Sons Meats, a family-owned gem with over 40 years of dedication to quality. Since 1979, we've prioritized our customers, crafting over 100 varieties of homemade sausages and burgers that bring flavor to your kitchen table. Experience a shopping atmosphere unlike any other, with exclusive products you won't find elsewhere. Whether you order online for pickup or delivery, or visit us in person, we're here to serve you with gratitude and care.
We're back here at the Bill Barrett Gymnasium. West Virginia Class Single A Regional Semifinal. The Blue Eagles with the serve and Jimmy DiCarlo with the call.
22 apiece as Magnolia has come storming back in Game 2, just as Madonna did in Game 1. Knight to serve. Deep serve to Bree Berkheimer. There's Brady setting up Queering. Cross court, nice save by Knight. Cross court to Anderson, who's going to dink it, and it's down. I don't know how she finds the hole.
I don't know how she does either, and I don't know how that stayed in, but man, it stayed in inside the line. And now Magnolia takes the lead at 23-22 here.
Sydney Knight again serving up by 1. And it's electric. I got to take another timeout, and I think she will, and she does. So we're going to take this Mario's TO with Magnolia in the driver's seat, 24-22. We'll be right back.
Are you craving delicious Italian food? Look no further than Naples Spaghetti House in Steubenville. We're open Tuesday through Thursday from 11 in the morning till 7 at night, Friday from 11 to 8, Saturday from noon to 8, and Sunday from noon to 7. Come in for our weekly lunchtime special or check out our monthly specials for even more delicious options. Oh, and don't forget, we're closed on Mondays. Visit us at 329 North Street in Steubenville or give us a call, 740-283-3405 to place an order for Naples Spaghetti House, serving up the best Italian food in Steubenville.
Now we're back here. 2 set points for Magnolia, but they had 4 set points last game. And let's see if Madonna can come back here as Knight tries to put Game 2 away. Long serve played by Gina Berkheimer. Cross court to Queering. Beisel setting up. Anderson, she's spiking this one off the block, and that's going to give her a wham shot, and that's going to give the game to the Blue Eagles, 25-22. So Madonna had the lead most of the game, including 18-15 and 20-17. But Magnolia came storming back as Madonna did in Game 1 to win Game 2, 25-22. And Phil, any comments before we take a quick break?
Just 2 really good sets here of volleyball. Both teams playing their hearts out. Both teams playing like, there's a lot on the line, and both teams playing like there's a lot on the line.
Well, we're tied up 1 game apiece. Wouldn't have thought it would be any other way, and we'll be right back.
We know what you want in a chainsaw. You want legendary performance, you want industry-leading ergonomics, and you want precision cutting that gets the job done quickly and safely. That's why we want you to try a Husqvarna chainsaw. With air injection, low vibration handles, and powerful X-Torque engines, Husqvarna chainsaws are trusted by professionals around the world. If you want to take down a tree or clear a forest, you'll want a Husqvarna chainsaw. It's what precision cutting is all about. Visit M&M True Value Hardware on Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville today.
At Poe Financial, Richard Poe can help you with all your financial needs, from retirement planning to investment management. With his expertise and guidance, you can feel confident about your financial future. Richard Poe is a 1971 graduate of Steubenville High School, and he lives out of the area, but he loves the Ohio Valley. Richard Poe wishes good luck to all area teams and is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Call him at 614-806-2230. That's 614-806-2230.
For 37 years, Raggi Home Improvement has stood as a beacon of reliability in Weirton, West Virginia, proudly distributing Provia windows and doors. Their unwavering commitment to quality and customer satisfaction has transformed countless homes, allowing families to enhance both aesthetics and energy efficiency. With free estimates, Raggi makes the process approachable, ensuring homeowners feel supported every step of the way. Their long-standing presence in the community not only elevates local homes, but also fosters trust, making them a cherished partner in home improvement.
If you're looking for the ultimate game day experience, then check out the O Patio and Pub on Lane, your go-to spot for pre-game excitement. It's a 5-minute walk from the iconic OSU football stadium in the Schottenstein Center. Join us for the best pre-game parties for sports and concerts. Enjoy the best wood-fired pizza and wings with your favorite sauces. The O, 123 Lane in Columbus.
Back here at the Bill Barrett Gymnasium on the campus of Madonna High School, West Virginia, Class Single A Region 1 semifinal volleyball. It's tied at one set each here tonight for the Blue Eagles of Magnolia and the Blue Dawns of Madonna. Just a great couple of sets, a lot of good volleyball play on both sides of the net. Both of these teams playing as hard as they can and doing it successfully. So I want to say hi to Mary Kimberlin, tuned in here. Rich Santilli's daughter. Some people may remember Rich.
Well, 26-24 Madonna game 1, 25-22 Magnolia game 2, and Quinette back to serve for the Blue Eagles starting set 3, brought to you by Cheney's Auto Service. Brady setting up Maddie Owens. Anderson, there's Quinette. Beisel hits it over and hits it out.
Yep. That one's going to fall
Madonna.
out. And Madonna going to get side out, so they're going to get the point. They're also going to get the serve, and it'll be Bria Berkheimer.
Berkheimer off the net, and it's electric.
Falls right down where nobody was. Expecting the ball to come back deep, and it fell right over the net, and that's point number 2 now for Madonna.
Long floater goes out up on the stage, up to Danny Anderson's camera. Better his, Dan, than yours, right? Okay.
And it seems like whoever scores the first point so far, Jimmy, has won the set.
Back to Owens, who really slides that over well, but played well by the Blue Eagles. And there's Gina Berkheimer with a long, hard shot, but out.
A little bit too much. Tried for the wham and got it a little bit too much that time. And so tied at 2 now.
2-2. I wouldn't expect anything but a overtime contest in game 3, Phil.
I wouldn't either. I'm with you.
Maddie Owens with a dinker over. Set up to Quinette that time. And Brady at the net, but Jessa Anderson hits it over her. And Gina couldn't push it over.
Yeah, she tried to dink it that time and kind of pulled back a little bit and unable to get the ball to go over the net.
3-2 Magnolia. This is a humongous contest. The winner of this game only has to win 1 out of 2 to make it to the state. Loser has to win 3 in a row. Magnolia, Anderson pushes it deep and finds the line, Phil. Wow.
Yeah, you know, that sometimes it takes a little bit of luck too, and they're going to it looks like Madonna going to take a timeout.
We're going to take it with us, Dan. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Pete Arner from the Arner Funeral Chapel in Chester. I'd like to share some of our history with you. My great-grandfather, G.A. Arner, founded the Arner Funeral Chapel in 1900, and since then we have provided funeral and cremation services for 4 generations. I'm proud to tell you that the same values of compassion and empathy that my great-grandfather instilled in his children are the ones that still guide us today. These principles have allowed us to serve our community for 120 years, and for that, I'd like to say thank you.
Ohio Valley Sports Online is your sports authority. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Live streaming high school and NCAA sports, plus weekly football coaches shows right here on Ohio Valley Sports Online.
Jaden Hissom not wanting to let things get away. Called that early timeout, 4-2.
Probably want to talk about some coverage there, Phil, as Knight hits it over, setting up Gina Berkheimer. Good double block by the Blue Eagles. And this time Gina pushes it over, off to Stealing. And Anderson trying to find a hole. Not this time. Maddie Owens there. Set up to Gina. Good double block. Good play by DeCaria. Owens with a wham shot.
Gets it down to the hardwood for the point for Maddie Owens. Good timeout by Jaden Hissom.
And the ace server of the Blue Dons, Sophie Brady, back to serve.
Nice hard serve. Good play that time by Beisel. There's Anderson trying to push it over. Brady setting up Maddie Owens. Good double block, but nice save by the Blue Dons off the net. Good save by Gina Berkheimer. There's Anderson. Hit it twice, I think.
Yeah,
tried to hit it over, hit off the net, came back and said, I'll sneak it again.
All they can say is no. It's a good job. Better let it hit the floor.
So we're tied at 4 as Sophie goes back to serve again. Nice floater. Anderson with a nice reception. Going to set her back up, tips it over. And nice hard hit that time by Warder, but I think...
Yeah, I think it fell on the Blue Eagle side of the net.
Okay. I thought it went over. I couldn't tell from here with 6 bodies right in front of us. 5-4 Madonna, so the first of 5 in game 3. Again, hard slicing serve. And there's Quinnett with a back set over and in. So Quinnett tries to sneak it over, and she does.
Yeah, a little bit of backspin that time. Went off Maddie Owens backwards instead of forwards, and the point for the Blue Eagles and side out, and Warden gets the serve.
And it's electric. I was just going to say Warder's had a good game, and that adds to it. A good match.
Yeah, she certainly has. She's done really great around the net, and she has been pretty good back here behind the line as well.
Sockman's in for the Blue Eagles, and they call it out.
Yeah,
it
called
is
out.
It was so close. I think the official hesitated that time.
Yeah, and she's standing right there, so anybody else that is wondering, I mean, these are registered officials, so you don't have some Joe off the street doing the line judge.
Maddie Owens, hard line drive. Played by Anderson, pushing it over. Played by Madonna. Bree Berkheimer. There's Beisel. Nice save by Quinnett. Beisel hits it over. Free ball, but Sockman hits it. There's Queering. And Brady tips it over. Quinnett to Anderson, who's going to push it in the corner. Might have been out. Saved by Brady. And pushed deep by Riley Berkheimer. Over to Quinnett to Jess Anderson. Pushing it to Maddie Owens. And Riley says, enough of that. I'm going to hit it hard, but nice save by Knight. Anderson, deep spike to Bree Berkheimer. Best volley of the night. Gina Berkheimer. Anderson off the net.
Yep.
Can't get it over.
A little bit out of position that time and tried to contort her body back and just couldn't do it. Anderson, the great athlete, but a good job by Madonna to put the ball in the right place and get the point.
Owens with a deep floater. Quinnett over to Anderson, who tips it over and down. Wait a minute. Let's see. Did they?
I believe they
called Anderson on the net. Okay, It did go down, but they called her for a violation on the net.
8-6 Madonna with the lead.
Yep. Owens serving. Anderson with a nice receive. Back to Anderson and into the net again underneath the ball.
And you can see the frustration in Anderson. That's what good players do. They expect to be perfect every time.
You know, her dad tells me she's 5'2". She can really get up, but it's hard going over those monsters at the net that have height. Anderson going to push this deep. A nice save by Maddie Owens. Good setup to Riley Berkheimer, who dinks it over, and Anderson pushes it this time, but it doesn't find the corner. So I think Pam Crawford has seen enough. Chapman, has seen enough, so she's going to call a timeout. And 10-6 Madonna. We'll be back after this Mario's T.O.
Experience the excitement of Edge Sports in partnership with First Westminster Presbyterian Church, where children's golf takes center stage. Don't miss your chance to use the state-of-the-art TrackMan Golf Simulator, perfect for golfers of all ages and skill levels to practice, learn, and improve. Edge Golf at First West is growing, offering expert lessons and opportunities to fine-tune your game. Come alone or gather your group and schedule a session today before every slot fills up. Elevate your golf experience with Edge Sports. Call 740-282-4591 to book your tee time today.
Now we're back here. Madonna up 10-6 as Jess Anderson's getting a little medical attention I think she's going to have to come out for the first time in the contest, Phil, or let's
Yeah,
see.
looks
I don't know
like
if it's a
she's-
nosebleed or
like some kind of sinus issue
she's
or
got
something.
up in her cotton
Yep.
up in her nose, so her nose might
Well-
have been bleeding there on the sideline, and I don't know if she can continue to be in or not. They're going to give her an officials timeout. That gives us a time to talk a little bit here. Madonna had an early lead in game one, but Magnolia came storming back up 24-20. Madonna gets the last 6 points, wins set one, 26-24. Madonna had a lead most of the game, game two, including 18-15 and 20-17. Magnolia comes storming back and wins 25-22. Third set is Madonna 10, Magnolia 6, which is so far this evening doesn't mean anything, Phil.
No, because both of these teams have the will to come back, and they get down and they don't get they get down on the scoreboard and they don't get down. They have the confidence to come back and stay in the game. They don't get rattled.
Right.
I mean, they may get rattled for a second, but they get their composure back and they continue to play hard. And this has been a great match so far. Two great teams, two excellent coaches, and I can tell you they're really.
Ron Gable's telling you've got to make a
you gotta
decision. You got to put
here,
her in, or you got to put a sub. And Jess Anderson's trying to get in with, and I think her nose is still bleeding.
Yeah,
Phil.
it seems like it is, but I don't know. They're going to have to take a look at.
I don't know if you can play with blood. They had gauze in her nose, and they took the gauze out, and I'm not sure what's going on.
I didn't see her get hit or hit anything, but so it could be.
So Ron's telling you had 30 seconds to make your mind up, and she's trying to stay in. She's really a trooper, and she's going to stay in.
Yeah, I mean, she's tough. 5'2", but she's tough.
And it goes right to her, and she receives well back to her, and a spike is just long.
It's too much, a little bit too much there for Anderson, and Madonna with an 11-6 lead now.
I think she does have something up in her nostril there, Phil.
And it's got to be affecting her.
Sure. Nice decision by Knight as Maddie Owens' serve goes just a little long. So 11-7 Madonna.
Sometimes it's hard to make that decision whether you want to let that go or not, and a good call that time by Knight to let that go.
I would say anything that deep near your chest is normally going to go long.
Yep.
A Longwell in. She's done a good job coming off the bench serving for the Blue Eagles. And there's another beautiful serve. And Sockman hits it over, but played by Madonna. There's Riley Berkheimer to Beisel. And there is Gina Berkheimer at the net.
And she's had a good game around the net as well and done a good job, and she wins the serve, does Gina Berkheimer.
She's definitely one of the best blockers in the Valley, and that was a good block. It was set up to her somewhat, and Gina just kind of chilling back there. and now we got some water on the floor.
A little bit of moisture of some kind on the floor. Don't want to have that happen.
There's Corey Winjet, do it all from Baird Wealth Management, wiping things up. And Maddie Owens doing a little janitorial work. 12-7, the Blue Dawns, as Gina Berkheimer goes back to serve. Beisel, and set up to Boyd. Not a good reception. Not a good reception. Right to Boyd, and she slammed it down.
And again, it was one of those line drive serves, one of those good, excellent serves.
Yeah,
and they're hard to handle.
Really is. And here we go again with Gina Berkheimer floating it over. Anderson, back to Anderson, pushing it deep. Gina Berkheimer with the save. And Maddie Owens from the back row hits it into the net. So point Magnolia, 13-8 as Jess Anderson goes back to serve.
So Anderson now 13. They're going to try to get her team. She's done it a couple of different times, gotten her team back into the fray here. So see if she can do it again.
Nice play by Riley Anderson on the serve. Maddie Owens was received by Jess Anderson. There's that back flip by Quinnett. Setting up Queering off the net. Good save by Quinnett. Back to Knight, cross court. Good save by Bree Berkheimer. Riley Berkheimer, double blocked by Magnolia and down. That's Quinnett, and that's Sockman that time playing the double block.
4 and 6, and they did a nice job. Not real tall, but I'll tell you what, they get up, and they did a great job getting up that time.
Jessa Anderson with a jump serve floater to Queering. Over to Brady. Maddie Owens with a hard hit from the back line, played by Anderson. Sockman deep and out.
Good call by Maddie Owens and let that one go. You can see her pulling her hands back, let that one go. And the Blue Dons have side out, and Danica DeCaria will win the serve 14-9. Madonna right now with a 5-point lead here.
DeCaria, the defensive specialist and server, to Anderson. Over to Sockman, who pushes it over. Nice play by DeCaria. There, a net play, and I'm going to call Madonna into the net, or hit twice, something there. Point Magnolia. So we had a violation on the Blue Dons. 14-10 Magnolia as Beisel goes back to serve the libero.
So it brings Magnolia back to within 4.
There's Riley Berkheimer, cross court to Boyd, who hits it into the net.
And Abigail just couldn't get it over that time.
Sometimes when you jump straight up and the ball's over your head, it's really hard to get over the net.
It is.
If you're underneath it, you got to get behind it. Beisel to Bria Berkheimer, to Boyd, to Riley Berkheimer, and into the net again, 14-12. Both teams filled with one important timeout left.
You know Jaden Hisson would like to take it right now, but she's going to hang on to it, which is a good call on her part. 14-12.
Beisel to Bree Berkheimer, to Brady, back set to Riley Berkheimer, cross court. Nice save by Jess Anderson, and over by Quinnett. Wow. Beautiful by Magnolia. There's Maddie Owens, set up by Magnolia. Nice spike by Warner. Good net play, and it goes down on Magnolia's side.
And Bria Berkheimer is the key to that one. She saved that ball when Warner hit it over, and Blue Dons ended up with the point. So give credit to Bria Berkheimer that time.
First to 5, first to 10, and now the first to 15 is Magnolia serving with Riley Berkheimer to Beisel, to Anderson, over to Sydney Knight, off the double block. Nice save by Beisel and Anderson to get it back over. There's Brady, cross court to Maddie Owens. Played well by Magnolia. Knight with a double block, and True give her a wham shot that time, Phil.
Yeah, water transport wham that time for the Blue Eagles, and they're going to get the point, climb to within 2, and they have won the serve. You're going to have, I believe it's
Quinnett.
Yep, Quinnett with the
Audrey
serve.
Quinn is in the front line.
Quinn with good size on that front line, sophomore.
Brady setting up Maddie Owens, double block. Nice save again by Owens, hit over by Brady. And there's a back set, but a little bit too far for Knight. She couldn't get behind it. Point Madonna, 16-13.
She almost floated through the air trying to get to that, but she couldn't quite get there, Jimmy, and Madonna gets side out. And they get the ball now in Bria Berkheimer.
Bria Berkheimer with a deep serve to Beisel. Quinnett cross court to Quinn. Deep one right to Bria Berkheimer. Brady over to Owens. Double block, but out of bounds.
And Madonna going to get the point that time as well. So good play on both sides, and sometimes you need a little bit of luck to go your way. And Madonna with the mo this time.
Bria Berkheimer with a deep floater, and it's out. Boy, what a nice decision by Beisel.
Boy, she wanted to hit that thing, and last minute pulled her hands back, and the ball went out, and they get side out and a point and climb to within 3 and get the serve.
Sydney Knight, who's had a pretty good all-around play today, and we're going to have a timeout by Magnolia, it looks like. So, again, we'll take it with us. Be back after this Mario's break.
It's electric. The Electrico is a family-owned, full-service electrical contracting company that is licensed in Ohio, West Virginia, and PA, but remains community-focused here in our backyard. Dave and Darla Saba are committed to providing service that is family-backed. Whether it residential or commercial, the Electrico will provide service that will give you peace of mind and even lessen your electric bill. All electrical needs for new construction, remodeling, troubleshooting, whatever it may be, Electrico can do it efficiently. They service one happy customer after another, and for that I can attest. Call Dave Osaba at Electrico, 304-670-8277.
Back here, one set apiece. Madonna winning set 3, 17-14. Sydney Knight back to serve for Magnolia. And Pam might have called timeout just to see if she could get Anderson a little bit of help there with that bloody nose.
Yeah, I think that was one of those timeouts.
Beautiful
Not
serve.
one she wanted to take,
nice reception there. Good play on both sides. Anderson and Brady back over to Stockman, Warner, and she slams it home.
Yeah, off the tip it goes out of bounds, but off the tip and the point goes to Magnolia. And Knight will have the serve 17-15.
Wouldn't you expect anything else, would you, Phil?
No,
the way this
not
is
at all.
going. Riley Berkheimer, and Quinn hits it into the net. So not a good reception that time by Riley, but Quinn could not put it down as Queering comes in and DeCaria comes out. Little backline, frontline sub. As here comes Sophie Brady up by 3, serving. Beisel sets it up to Quinnett. Not a good set. And that time, Queering puts it down for a wham.
Perfect placement. Wasn't her hardest hit ball, but she placed it perfectly, and the Blue Eagles not able to get to it.
Lacey Queering, the national anthem girl, gets excited with her play in the front net. 19-15. Sophie Brady with a slicing serve. Quinnett cross court to Anderson, and she slams it down. That was no dinker, Phil.
That is a water transport wham, Jimmy. In 19-16, now side out to Magnolia, and Warder will be back here with the serve.
Nice line drive serve. Nice play by Brady, though, to save it.
Yeah.
Quinnett to Anderson. This time she dinks it off the block, but there's Queering.
Gets it right down where it needs to be, where nobody is, and that's point for Madonna, side out, and Maddie Owens will have the serve. She'll be behind the line.
Madonna up 5-4, 10-6, 15-12, and now the first of 20. 2016, Madonna. Nice save that time by Quinnett. Over by Knight. Brady to Gina Berkheimer off the double block. Gina Berkheimer again off the net. Cross court to Anderson, who hits it deep. Maddie Owens getting down. Riley Berkheimer with a wham shot.
Gets it inside, hits it hard, and it lands inside the line for another point. 21-16 now. Madonna in command. But again, how we've seen how momentum can shift in this one, so see if Madonna can maintain.
Maddie Owens going over to the left side for some strategic serve. And there's Jess Anderson, who's done a great job receiving. That was Knight, double block. And Jess Anderson hitting it deep and out.
A little bit too much that time from Anderson, and that takes the score to 22-16.
Knight with a good reception that time, but Magnolia could not play it.
And the Blue Eagles said, settle down, we're okay.
There's Anderson with a nice reception. Going to set her back up. She whams it, but again, another double block. That time was Gina Berkheimer with Queering. Queering with some good net play.
And Madonna stepping up to the occasion here with a 23-16 lead, not wanting to let this slip away.
There's a floater, and it's electric.
Off the standard, and it's going to be another point for Madonna. So they are at match point here, set point rather.
Well, there was 4 set points in the first game. It was pretty hard to come back with 8 set points. Maddie Owens serving 24-16. Knight over to set up Anderson. She pushes it down. 24-17. 7 set points still.
And there was some violation against Madonna. So
Longwell in to serve.
Runs after the ball. Says, hey, what are you doing to me? 24-17. Long way to go for the Blue Eagles, but we've seen them. They've been here before. Looks like Gina Berkheimer
stowed a finger, maybe?
I'd say that's what it was.
So now we got a little timeout on Madonna's side. They're saying, hang in there, let's go. She's just saying, this hurts, baby.
You got 9 other ones.
Riley Berkheimer with a save. There's Gina, and into the net. So Magnolia trying to make a miracle comeback with 8 set points. Now it's 24-18.
And she is in a little bit of pain, I see, Gina.
Long serve, and that'll do it. So with the unforced error, set number 3 goes to Madonna, 25-18. We're going to take a timeout and be back for set number 4 right after this.
Imagine a vibrant hub where education meets wellness, a place where students and community members thrive together. At the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center, we're not just envisioning this future, we're building it. With partnerships that unlock resources and opportunities, we're addressing healthcare needs and cultivating talent. Join us in creating a healthier, brighter tomorrow.
Everhart Bove Funeral Home, they believe you should take care of your loved ones while you still can. Pre-planning at Everhart Bove ensures that your family won't have to worry about the stress of final arrangements during this most difficult time. More importantly, they won't have to worry about how they'll pay for it. Visit Everhart Bove Funeral Home today and discover all the affordable options available. Everhart Bove Funeral Home, Wintersville, Richmond, and Burgolds.
Are you looking for encouragement? Join our First West family for an uplifting message of hope. Whether you're looking for a thriving youth program, an inspiring Bible study, or a senior community group, there is a place for you at First West. Sunday morning worship in Children's Church begins at 10:45. Stay connected with us. Follow us on Facebook or visit our website, firstwestminster.org. We hope to see you soon. Love God and love others.
Back here at Bill Barrett Gymnasium on the campus of Madonna High School, it's West Virginia Class Single A Regional Volleyball Semifinal here. Madonna hosting Magnolia, and it's been a good one so far tonight, Jimmy. 2-1, Madonna with the lead, but they've both been great. All three have been great performances by both teams.
And I think that last set, Jessa Anderson getting that nosebleed really kind of set Magnolia down a little bit, set them back. They had to call a timeout when they had momentum on their side and she's still playing with gauze stuck up her nostril.
Yeah, and that's tough to do. I mean, you need to breathe and you have be able to get air in, and she's a trooper though. And Bria Berkheimer back out there as well. Bria had an issue, stowed finger. She was in some pain, but she's back out there ready to roll again here in set number 4.
A lot of toughness here. I think Anderson and Warner and Quinnett and even Knight have played very well for Magnolia. On the other side, Owens and the Berkheimers and Brady have done well in querying off the bench for Madonna. Madonna serves, Knight cross court. There's Bree Berkheimer. It's dunked over by Brady. Saved by Magnolia. Cross set to Maddie Owens and a home run ball that almost got Danny Anderson's camera.
Yep, a little bit too much that time from Maddie, who is a 3-sport athlete here at Madonna. And very good in all 3, Al, I must say, even though softball's her best. Probably her favorite, but she's very good in all 3 sports.
Quinnett serving, up 1-0. Brady to Maddie Owens, and is it down? They called it out. It looked really close.
Yep, looked like it was very close. Looked in here from here, but the official has it right on the line. She has a better angle than we do. So Magnolia takes a 2-0 lead here.
Quinnett to Riley Berkheimer to Brady. Gina tries to get it down over the double block. No cigar. And Beisel's going to hit it over for a free ball for Madonna. Brady setting up Maddie Owens, and nice play by Anderson. Wow. Quinn hits it over, but the ceiling stops it from going over.
Yeah, a little bit too much height that time from Quinn, and she's a tall young lady, and a little bit too much height on the ball. And Madonna gets the point, the side out, and the serve, and Sophie Brady will be out there. Queering enters the game for the Lady Blue Dons.
Brady with a floater. Quinnett back set to Knight. Bree Berkheimer to Gina Berkheimer off the slice and down. 2-2.
Great effort by Quinnett there, but great job by the Blue Dons to put the ball quickly to the to the hardwood.
2-1 Madonna in sets. This 4th set brought to you by Steeltown Auto. There's Anderson receiving. Quinnett to Warner. Saved by Riley Berkheimer, but cannot be retrieved by Brady, so we're tied at 3. Sydney Knight back to serve. Senior hits it deep to Maddie Owens, who's done a good job receiving tonight. There's a nice cross-court hit, but saved by Beisel. Jess Anderson pushes it deep and in.
I think it was tipped, or it was in. I think Jerome said it was tipped, but it didn't matter because the ball was in.
Nice cross-court pushover by Anderson, who does a great job for her height at the net. Bree Berkheimer setting up to Gina. Good play by Warner. There's Maddie Owens with a hit down.
Get it to the hardwood as fast as you can. That's what Maddie did, and she got the side out the point, and she wins the serve. How many times you see a player make a good play and then win the serve?
Yep. Like make a good defensive play and come to bat in baseball, right?
Exactly, yep.
Well, you might have jinxed her. 5-3 on an unforced error on the serve as Warder goes back to serve for Magnolia. Had a good all-around game at the net and serving. There's another nice serve. Bree Berkheimer to Brady, to Riley Berkheimer, pushes it over. There's Knight. Set up Anderson, off the double block this time, and down. Got that height and long wingspan by Gina and by Quering. Gina Berkheimer and Quering, and could not get it over those big arms.
Abigail Boyd comes back into the game. Gina going to win the serve.
Gina with a floater. There's Anderson, who's done a good job receiving. And this time Stockman gets it down on a cross-court hit.
Yep, I think Madonna thought it might have been out, but that ball fell right inside the line, and Jerome Holmes right on the spot. And side out now.
Longwell in for Quinn to serve.
Longwell's had some success from behind the line.
And a floater. Anderson, over by Quering. And there's Anderson with a deep cross-court push. Brady back set to Quering. Off the block, saved nicely by Magnolia, who plays it over. Free ball, Magnolia, to Riley Berkheimer off the double block. And there's Quinnett. And there's Anderson tiptoeing the line. Nice play by Beisel on a dive.
Great job. That ball was headed to the hardwood.
Anderson. And this time Riley Berkheimer gets it off the double block and down.
Yeah, got to give her a wham on that one. A water transport wham. She really hit that sucker hard and got it to the ground, got it to the hardwood very, very quickly.
It was a beautiful save by Beisel defensively, but for no cigar. DeCaria serving down by one. Anderson, Quinnett, back to Anderson, pushing it deep. There's Bree Berkheimer, and Riley pushes it over, and Sockman finds a hole.
Hit him where he ain't.
Couldn't get there.
Tried as she might and did everything she could, but side out to the Lady Blue Eagles with a 7-5 lead now and the serve.
So the Blue Eagles 7, Blue Dawns 5, 2-1. Madonna. Jess Anderson, who could get on a roll, with serving. Nice hard serve off the ceiling and down. It's electric.
Good job that time by the Blue Eagles. And Madonna, maybe a little communication error there. Could not, fell in between a couple of players, and they're talking about it now.
Another hard jump serve by Anderson. Off the ceiling. Brady saves it. Push deep. Free ball for Magnolia. Cross court to Sydney Knight. Off the double block. Good double block. Brady to Boyd, who finds a hole.
Boyd finds the hardwood and gets the point from Madonna. Side out. Brings it to within 2. It's 8-6 now, and Madonna with the serve. That's going to be Riley Berkheimer.
Pam Chapman doing a great job coaching a lot of these young players. Anderson to Quinnett, who's a freshman, to Sydney Knight, the senior, with a hard hit. Bree Berkheimer saves. Maddie Owens perfect down wham.
Yeah, it's a perfect placement by Maddie Owens that time. And Anderson, no way she could get to that one. And a nice another point for the Blue Dons. Both these coaches, very calm, very good demeanor. Coaching their kids up great. It's great to see that in high school sports.
And a nice crowd here tonight.
Beautiful crowd.
Deep to Brady. Set up. There's Maddie Owens, and I think it's down on the line again. She found the hole. Well, she's had great play at the net. She's done a good job digging and receiving.
I'm telling you, she's been. It's like there's 3 of her out there. She's been all over the place. Pam Chapman, I don't think, agreed with that one, but it was close.
Riley Berkheimer, nice save by Jessa Anderson. Quinnett hits it over. There's Brady setting up Boyd, who tips it. Gwinnett with the save. Anderson the Knight tipping off the net and not going over, so point Madonna.
So Madonna now takes the lead. Good run here by Riley Burkheimer to bring Madonna up to a 9-8 lead now. Pam Chapman encouraging her players to settle down and let's get the ball back.
Nice line drive serve. Good play by Beisel for a save. Boyd down or out? Out. Really close. Oh, I'm telling you, that Madonna fans aren't happy with that one.
I think Jaden Hisson was asking for maybe an appeal there, but all the officials said the ball was out. So
there's a lot of close calls.
Yeah, there have been, and more often than not, the officials are going to be spot on. So
yeah, they're right there.
Yeah, they do a good job.
Beisel to Boyd to Brady, back to Boyd. Off the net and down.
Perfect placement again by Boyd off the net. But, sometimes that net is your friend, sometimes it's not. That time was Abigail's friend.
So they've had good bench play today by Boyd and Queering for the Blue Dons. And unnoticed a lot of times are Brady sets, Phil. There's Gwinnett with a back tip over, and they're going to call a net violation on Madonna. Tied at 10.
So that... Amazing. The game. Is this the first time we've had a tie tonight? A lot of shifts in the leads and a lot of ties in these games. Both these teams fighting hard.
Gwinnett with the serve to Riley Burkheimer. And not a good reception there by Riley that time, setting up Quinn and a point Magnolia.
And she just had to dink it over and keep her hands up. She's tall. She doesn't even have to get off the ground to be above the net, so good job by Quinn.
Reception by Maddie Owens, who tries to slice it, and good hard hit. But there's Anderson off a Gwinnett play. And Gina Burkheimer to Brady to Gina, down, but a block by Warder. Over to Maddie Owens through the double block. Played well. Another double block by Magnolia, or by Madonna this time. Net play volleying back and forth. There's Quinn. And off the double block and down. Point Madonna.
Great volley both sides. Great net play on both sides. And Madonna just got the best of them that time and tied the thing at 11. Side out now. Madonna will be win the serve. And you're going to have Brady at the serve with an 11-11 tie.
Jump serve Brady. There's Beisel. And I don't know if it went around the antenna or not, but not called. But there's Gina Burkheimer. Nice play by Beisel. There's Quinn over the double block, but a net violation. And side out to Magnolia.
And the Lady Dons calming themselves down. Good job by Riley Burkheimer, the senior, to take control out there.
Going to have Sydney Knight back to serve. Nice floater on the sideline. There's Brady. The Gina tipping it over, tipping it back, Warder. Long hit back over by Queering. Free ball for Anderson. She pushes it cross court. Good save by Maddie Owens. Set up back to Owens. Nice double block by Magnolia. That was Quinn and Warder, and they got some arm span.
They got their hands up high and able to keep that ball from going down on their side. Good job by the front line of the Blue Eagles.
Long serve. Bree Burkheimer says, I better play it. Good decision, I think. On off the net, Maddie Owens says, thank you. I'll take it.
He's like, ooh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Please let that go over. Please let that go over.
13-12 Magnolia as Owens goes back to serve.
Good play by Owens, and she wins the serve.
Owens, hard serve. Good reception by Jess Anderson. Back to Anderson with a tip over and down on the line. Wow.
It was on the line. I think it was a little bit of a tip, too. I think it went off Lacey Queering as well. So good job by the Blue Eagles. Now Warder will be back to serve again. These rotations go very quickly.
Warder to Maddie Owens. Cross court to Riley Burkheimer. Hard hit, but gets over. And free ball for Magnolia here. Has pushed deep Anderson. Nice save by Maddie Owens to Brady. Hit over by Riley. Another free ball for Magnolia. Off the ceiling. Over to Jess Anderson. Hits it deep to Bree Burkheimer. There's Brady back setting. And net play going back and forth. Brady again, setting Queering, who cross-courts it, and out.
Yep.
We have a wham job to Queering.
Very good job that time. A nice dive, a nice try by Quinn to try to save that one, but perfect placement by Queering, and the point for the Lady Dons, and they get the serve, and Gina Berkheimer will be back to behind the line.
Gina's jump serve floats to Anderson, received to Quinnett. I guess that was Knight, not Anderson. Back to pushed over by Riley Berkheimer, pushed over by Quinn this time for a point.
Quinn just dinks it right over, right? You hit it right where they ain't. Doesn't matter how hard you hit it. Sometimes you hit it where they ain't. And a point to the Blue Eagles, and they maintain their 2-point lead, and they've got the side out and the serve.
They're right in front of us. Sometimes these ponytails are hard to see the number for me here for Magnolia.
You should have to wear them in a bun.
Patty Owens with a hard hit, but up on stage here for a point, Magnolia.
A little bit out, and point for the Blue Eagles, 16-13 now, Magnolia.
Back to serve is designated server Longwell. Seems to come in to serve, basically. And long, good serve, and nice play by Brady. Deep hit over by Riley Berkheimer, setting up, who else? Anderson, and down for 5-2. She can climb it, Phil.
She sure can. She gets a wham that time, and a timeout taken by the Madonna Blue Dons, I believe. 17-13 your score. Magnolia with the lead. We'll be back after this Mario's timeout.
You know, Fort Steuben Maintenance should be your first choice when it comes to any and all construction projects, whether it's commercial or residential. Make Fort Steuben Maintenance your first call. You can rely on them to be the experts when it comes to roofing, concrete, plumbing, carpentry, just about any job that needs done. Fort Steuben Maintenance, they're fully licensed and bonded, and will even give you a free estimate. Fort Steuben Maintenance. You want the number? 740-283-4890.
We're back here at the Bill Barrett Gymnasium on the campus of Madonna High School, West Virginia. Class Single A semifinal volleyball action here, state of West Virginia. And on the Ohio Valley Sports Authority, Ohio Valley Sports Online, here's Jimmy D with the call.
Longwell back to serve, up 17-13, down 2-1. Reception by Berkheimer, over to Queering and down.
Another wham shot by Queering. I mean, she puts it in the perfect place. It may not be the hardest hit ball, but boy, the placement is fantastic.
Another great timeout, huh, Phil?
Yep, you're right. I mean, it just seems like every time.
DeCaria back to serve. Momentum's probably the most important in this game as any that I've ever seen. Nice back set by Quinnett. Tipped over by Berkheimer. Nice play by Sockman, but it's out.
Yep, a little bit too far. Madonna gets the point.
17-15. Magnolia has to win this set or match over, down 2-1. And this is a really important game. Winner, this is in the driver's seat to get to the state. Nice reception by Anderson, by Knight. Anderson tipping it over and down. Again, yep. Anderson and Knight, similar physiques there with ponytails in front with the numbers, and sometimes I get them mixed up here as Anderson goes back to serve.
And the hustle by DeCaria, the ball might have been out, but great hustle by Danica.
Cross court to Riley Berkheimer. There's Anderson, Quinnett, Sockman, cross court. Nice play by DeCaria, beautiful. There's a nice save again by Jess Anderson. Cross court over to Knight. Played by DeCaria. There's Brady. Hard hit by Riley Berkheimer, but she's underneath it. 19-15.
Yep, couldn't get that over the net that time, and the Blue Eagles now in the driver's seat. Momentum on the Blue Eagle side.
And arguably their best server serving. She tries to find a hole and almost does. There's Brady at the net saving it. Set up to Knight, but not this time. Brady got up.
Great job
put it
by
down.
Brady.
Yep.
Brady not tall in stature, but man, she could get up and get over that net. Side out for Madonna, and Riley now with the serve. 19-16, Magnolia with the lead. Madonna with the serve.
Riley Berkheimer to Longwell, Quinnett, Knight, and down.
Good placement by Knight that time for the point. The side out. Magnolia to 20 now. Very in the driver's seat in this one, Jimmy.
And here comes Warder back in. She's been awesome in the front line. Beisel back to serve. She's had some good saves this set. Beisel to Owens. Back to Owens and down, Maddie Owens.
And try as she might, Longwell couldn't get to that one. Owens with a nice wham shot again that time by Maddie Owens. So side out for Madonna, down 3. Bria Berkheimer will get the serve behind. She'll be behind the line.
Well, here's where they made their comeback in set number 1 with Bria serving in this rotation. Quinnett, Warder, Owens with a nice save. There's Bria Berkheimer. Brady's going to punch it over. There's Anderson. Set up to Warder, who pushes it deep and in. Yep. Good job by Warder, the sophomore.
Bria couldn't get there, and Warder hit perfect placement again. And side out for the Blue Eagles, 21-14 or 21-17 now, and they'll have Quinnett behind the line.
Serve, there's Owens. Set up to Gina Berkheimer, pushes it over. Quinn with a long hit. Owens to Brady, back to Owens, and she slams it into the net.
Yep. Just couldn't get up enough. Couldn't get enough on it to get it over the net. 22-17 now. Magnolia feeling pretty good at this point, but man, you never know.
Quinnett with a deep serve, and on the line, it's electric.
Yep.
Both Madonna players thought it was going to go deep. Jaden Hissam calls a timeout, 23-17. We'll take it with us. Be right back.
When you need electrical work for your home or business, you need it done right the first time. The IBEW provides professional electrical contractors and tradesmen that undergo extensive training and apprenticeships to ensure the best service and safety for your electrical needs. Our quality jobs in the community fuel our economy with quality workmanship. We're your International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and we are trained to electrify.
For reliable comfort all year round, trust Arisich Heating and Cooling in Wellsboro.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Serving the Ohio Valley with decades of experience, Arisich offers expert...
Now we're back here, 23-17. Magnolia trying to... They didn't give a whistle. Ron Gable says, wait till I blow the whistle.
Wait for me. I'm not quite ready yet. I'm a little older now, and it takes me a little more time. Don't get too excited. Longwell or Quinnett with a big smile on her face. Okay, I see he's ready now.
Quinnett serving to Riley Berkheimer. Over to Brady. Maddie Owens slicing it. And down by Beisel.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think she meant to do it, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. She just kind of hit the ball, and it went kind of off the heel of her hand and found a perfect spot for the point.
Well, Madonna had 8 set points. Now Magnolia has 7 set points to tie this match up at 2 apiece. Quinnett, again, Riley Berkheimer, Brady. Back set, Maddie Owens, cross court. Nice save that time by Quinnett. Quinn tries to slam it down and does.
And that's going to do it, yeah.
So I hate to see anybody lose. Nobody deserves to lose this contest. And we'll be back for the exciting 5th set right after these timeouts.
For reliable comfort all year round, trust Arisich Heating and Cooling in Wellsburg. Serving the Ohio Valley with decades of experience, Arisich offers expert installation, repair, and maintenance for all your heating and air conditioning needs. Their dedicated team goes above and beyond to ensure your home or business stays comfortable, no matter the season. Experience quality service, honest pricing, and fast response times. Choose Arisich Heating and Cooling, where your comfort is our top priority. Call today for a free estimate. 304-737-0951. That's 304-737-0951, a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Barium and Chemicals, operating since 1916, has consistently set high standards in the production of various chemical compounds. Their unwavering commitment to quality has propelled them forward. So, if you're in need of industrial chemicals, remember Barium and Chemicals. Barium and Chemicals is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
The loss of a family pet is always an emotional and difficult experience. At Arner Funeral Chapel in Chester, we know the value that you place on your pet. After all, they are a member of the family. Arner Funeral Chapel now offers pet cremation with prices starting at $65. Decorative urns to honor and remember your pet are available for purchase as well. Our services are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Arner Funeral Chapel, caring for the entire family.
Hauser Furniture prices and in-store financing won't be beat. Sofas starting at $4.99, recliners starting at $2.89, sectionals starting at $9.99, complete bedroom suite starting at $6.99, complete dinette set starting at $2.89, carpet with padding and installation as low as $2.89 per square foot. Hausers will absolutely not be undersold.
We're back here for the final set here. 4 of the night. It's going to go to 15 this time. A very hard-fought match here tonight, Jimmy. Both these teams back and forth. It's been back and forth and back and forth. And whoever gets the momentum first and gets it quickest, I think, is going to have an advantage in this one. So both teams going to want to get on top early in this one. So we're here for set number 5 in tonight's West Virginia Class Single A Regional Semifinal. Magnolia will have the serve. And with the call, here's Jimmy D.
Sydney Quinnett back to serve. Deep serve to Riley Burkheimer. Sophie Brady over to Maddie Owens. Anderson trying to set up Quinn. Slides it in and gets down. 1-0 Magnolia. Phil Magnolia stole game 1, 26-24, down 4 set points. Madonna did. Magnolia stole game 2, 25-22. Set 3 went to Madonna, 25-18, and Magnolia won set 4, 25-17. A shame somebody has to lose tonight.
Yep.
Maddie Owens down in a whammer.
She got it in. She got it in, and I think that hit your, yeah.
I hope we're still on the air, Dan.
I think we're still on. I don't know how good the picture is, but
Bria Burkheimer serving. Beisel with a nice job. Knight with it off the double block and down. That was Gina Burkheimer and Maddie Owens with a double block. 2-1 Madonna. So Madonna game 1, Magnolia game 2, Madonna game 3, Magnolia game 4, and here it is, pivotal game 5. Bria Burkheimer to Beisel. Set up Quinnett to Knight. Cross court off the double block. Can't get through. Gina Burkheimer miss hit. Saved by Anderson. Nice hit over, but 4 net. Nice save by Warder, but 4 hits. So 3-1 Madonna.
Bria Burkheimer has been crucial. She's been in at crucial times in the serve and done a great job getting a run for Madonna.
Floater deep to Beisel and almost beautiful save by Quinnett. Quinn hits it over. Brady. Gina Burkheimer off the double block. That's a wham shot. 4-1.
And I'm going to guess that Pam Chapman's not going to watch too much.
Fifth point
might be a timeout here because you don't have much time to waste. And you need to get momentum on your side.
Burkheimer to Beisel. To Quinnett. Setting Warder. Nice play by Brie Burkheimer, but down with a miscommunication. That was a hard hit by Warder that time.
Yep, and a good job by Madonna, but then the miscommunication. So good job by Warder, and he gets the side out and momentum back to the side, or the serve at least back to the side of the Blue Eagles.
Sydney Knight, Riley Burkheimer, Brady setting up, tipping is Gina Burkheimer, not going over. So again, how come we got this feeling, Phil, that this might be a 21-19 final this game?
Well, I'm telling you, it sure might be.
Knight to Burkheimer. Brady tipping it over. Good play by Beisel, who's coming along in set 4 and 5. There's Jessa Anderson, who's been alive the whole game. Brady, double block there. Nice save by DeCaria. Maddie Owens off the net. Good save by Knight. Off the net by Quinnett, but out by by Warder.
And in comes Queering, and back at the the ace server of the Lady Dons, and that's Sophie Brady.
Quering's done a good job energizing the team when she's come in. She's all business and excitement. Beisel over to Anderson, who hits it deep to Berkheimer. There's Brady with one of those nice sets to Maddie Owens. Hard hit, but give a free ball here to Madonna. There's Quering trying to slam it. Not there. Quinnett to Anderson. Deep to Bree Berkheimer. And there's Gina with it off the double block.
Good save.
Riley Berkheimer puts it in the hole.
Right where or not, she kind of looked around very quickly and saw an opening, and Basel tried as she might. Dives after, but could not get there, and a good job by the Lady Dons, and Pam Chapman going to take the timeout. 6-3 Madonna in set number 5. You're watching high school tournament volleyball on the High Valley Sports Authority, High Valley Sports Online. Back after this.
There's a good chance if you're from the Ohio Valley, you'll remember Brad Pavlik from his days as a Crusader at Catholic Central High School. And his name will bring back some great memories. These days, Brad's a big supporter of all area local high school teams. Well, here's a reminder that Brad now manages Barrel Toyota and Barrel Ford. And he'll be glad to see you, whether you're looking for a car or just dropping by to say hello. A hometown favorite at 2 great hometown stores. Get a hometown deal from Brad Pavlik at Barrel Toyota in Cranberry Township and Barrel Ford in Zelienople.
Now we're back here, 6-3 Madonna in this pivotal 5th game as Brady goes back to serve and into the net. There you go, timeout.
Yep.
Other team gets the point.
You take timeouts to try to shift momentum, and Pam Chapman, it's worked again for her. Shift the momentum back to the Blue Eagles, and Warder will be back behind the line.
Nice hard serve. Good play by Riley Berkheimer. Maddie Owens off the net, and I guess it didn't go over. That's hard to tell sometimes.
It is, and sometimes that ball rides the net, and it depends upon how high it gets on the net. It could be a fraction of an inch.
6-5, and is it out or in? She put out and in. I don't know what she called. Let's see. Called down, and it's electric. I'm not sure that the official...
Well, it looked like the line judge was calling out, and the official was calling in. He's the one who's in charge, so that's where it'll be.
And that one's in by Quering, who's done a good job.
And once again, they hit our tripod. All this space, and it hits this tripod twice.
What happens if we don't give them back the volleyball, Phil? Huh?
I think we should keep our ball and go home.
7-6 Madonna. As Maddie Owens goes back to serve. Sydney Knight, Quinnett to Anderson, who pushes it cross court. Nice save by Riley Berkheimer. There's Quering. Sockman, back set to Anderson, pushes it deep. Nice save by Brady. Bree Berkheimer pushing over by Riley Berkheimer. Off the ceiling by Knight and down. 8-6 Madonna. Again, we can't tell you how humongous this game is.
Yep.
Winner has to win 1 out of 2 to go to the state. Loser has to come back if they get here and win 3 in a row to get here to win the whole thing. And Maddie Owens hits one into the net in an unforced error, and here comes the Blue Eagles.
So Magnolia was side out, and they're going to have a
Longwell, the designated server, coming in.
Trailing 8-7 here. Longwell with the behind the line.
And into the net.
And she hits an unforced error. So back over to the Madonna Blue Dons goes the ball. And Madonna now within 6 of taking set number 5.
Gina Berkheimer back to serve. Goes to Knight. Nice reception. Quinnett hits it over, but there's Riley Berkheimer. Quinnett's going to set this one up to Anderson, who tries to slam it. Double blocked by Madonna. Back to Anderson. This time she pushes it off the double block. Saved by Brady. Over to Riley Berkheimer. Deep to Knight. Quinnett over to Sockman, and she's up under and out.
A little bit too much that time by Sockman.
10-7. Do we call a timeout here or wait one more point?
I think she's going to wait one more and see what happens here. Pam, she's been around a long time. She's done this for a long, long time.
4 set brought to you by Mario's Italian Restaurant right here in Weirton. Cross court over to Anderson, who pushes it down into the hole.
And a good call by Pam Chapman. She had confidence in her team, and they came through for her.
You need a point. Let Jess Anderson get it to you, and she's back to serve, which is very dangerous for Madonna because she can make a run on you in a heartbeat.
She does. She's done a great job here behind the line.
Nice long serve. Bree Berkheimer to Brady. Maddie Owens off the net. Four didn't make it over. Yep. So 10-9, Phil, I got a feeling we're going OT, baby.
My. Maddie is beside herself, and just compose yourself. You're fine.
Jess Anderson, nice slicing Berkheimer reception. There's Boyd. Quinnett, cross court to Knight. Hits it deep. There's Owens. Brady. Riley Berkheimer off the double block. Quinnett to Sockman, who pushes it over off a Queering. Beautiful save by Maddie Owens on a dive. And is it in? It's in!
Oh, man, I'm telling you. And the Magnolia fans are not happy.
You got to give that credit to Maddie Owens.
I'm telling you,
laying out.
She was
right over there by her grandparents, Phil.
Yep. Fantabulous.
DeCaria serving up 11-9. That woke up the boys up here on the bleachers, the Rowdies. And over on the hit, and Boyd couldn't get it back, so 11-10. Not so fast, says Magnolia.
That's it. We're not done here, and they get the side out, and Beisel will have the serve now.
I just hate to see a team lose when they play this hard.
It is a shame to see a loser in this game. But unfortunately, it has to be
There's
one.
Maddie Owens to Anderson to Warder. Nice block by Boyd, and they can't play it.
They did play it, but nope.
It went around the antenna by Quinnett.
And Madonna now gets a side out and gets the ball back and has a 12-10 lead here. In set number 5-15, this one is.
So Riley Berkheimer back to serve, 12-10. There's Anderson, Quinnett, Warder. Played well by them and pushed over by Boyd. Looked like she was going to set it and back tipped it over and stuck it in.
And Pam Chapman going to take her time out here, 13-10. We're in the final set here for the sectional or the regional semifinal. You're watching Regional Volleyball on the Ohio Valley Sports Authority, Ohio Valley Sports Online. Back after this.
Ohio Valley Sports Online would like to thank one of our great sponsors, Capital Recovery Systems. Capital Recovery Systems is home of the no-cost court collections program. Capital Recovery Systems is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Get someone who actually can help. Contact State Farm agent Casey Johnson today.
Now we're back here, 13-10 Madonna, set number 5. Riley Berkheimer serving here, trying to put this match away with 2 points. There's Anderson, Quinnett to Warner, into the net. So we got 4 set points for Madonna. And those set points are also match points. Riley Berkheimer to Anderson, to Quinnett, who pushes it over. There's Brady to Boyd, and down.
And it's in, and that's Madonna with the driver's seat, Jimmy.
What a contest, what a contest. Madonna wins set number 5, 15-10. We're going to take a little break, come back with the Interstate Waste Management post-game report and the Radji Home Improvement player of the game.
Looking for your dream home in the Ohio Valley? Cedar One Realty is here to help. Our expert agents know the local market inside and out. From cozy bungalows to spacious family homes, we've got options for every budget. Trust us to guide you home. Call Cedar One Realty today, 740-264-7131, or visit our website, cedaronerealty.com. Your future awaits.
Imagine a vibrant hub where education meets wellness, a place where students and community members thrive together. At the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center, we're not just envisioning this future, we're building it. With partnerships that unlock resources and opportunities, we're addressing healthcare needs and cultivating talent. Join us in creating a healthier, brighter tomorrow.
We're back here at the Bill Barrett Gymnasium on the campus of Madonna High School. Tonight's Region 1 semifinal regional game here between Madonna and Magnolia. And oh, what a night it was, Jimmy. What a lot of match play. What a lot of good play here tonight. Both these teams playing so hard and so good. You hate to see somebody lose, but Madonna came out on top here. They just played. They got a little bit more to go their way.
Well, I definitely expect Magnolia to be back here next Wednesday. Madonna definitely in the driver's seat. But let's talk about this match first. In the first set, Magnolia had a chance to really take the lead up 24-20. Madonna got the final 6 points and stole game one, 26-24. Tied at 15, Madonna was up 18-15 and 20-17, but Magnolia stormed back and stole game two, 25-22. Madonna in control in game three, winning 25-18. Magnolia in control game four, winning 25-17. And in a highly contested game five, Madonna prevails 15-10 to win 3-2. We had a lot of outstanding play by both teams. Want to acknowledge that, not to put anybody down. I thought Beisel played well as the game went on in her libero spot. Jess Anderson was wonderful for Magnolia with all that she did.
And Warder played extremely well around the net and serving the ball.
Oh, absolutely. Warder was down there. Quinnett did a great job. Knight did a good job. So you can almost name all of their players. But Magnolia, outstanding play, deserves a lot of credit. They fall to 14-14, but this is double elimination. For Madonna, Riley Berkheimer had a good game. Gina Berkheimer had a good game. Brady with some great sets. All around, Maddie Owens was just terrific today. I thought Queering coming off the bench did a wonderful job for Madonna too, and just really impressed with the Blue Dawns. And they hung in there, Phil, and pulled out the 3-2 win. So how about your final post-game comments and your player of the game, or our player of the game?
You know what? I mean, this was an extremely well played. Madonna has had a great season. Magnolia's had a great season. One of them's going to come to an end here at some point in time. But, you know, Madonna's sitting in the driver's seat now to go to the state tournament. I know that's what they've worked for. Jaden Hissam, their coach, has done a great job. Young coach has done a great job here.
On her birthday.
On her birthday. Happy birthday to her, and her dad's here. So it's just a great opportunity. And we wanted to announce the Raji Home Improvement Player of the Game tonight, Lacey Queering. Not only did she do a great job singing the national anthem, she did a great job on the court, and she earned Player of the Game here tonight from Ohio Valley Sports Online. Congratulations to Lacey Queering. Congratulations to the Lady Blue Dawns of Madonna, and good luck to the Blue Eagles.
And that'll take us home, and we'll be back next week. We'll be here Wednesday for sure to find out who goes to the state. We hope it's Magnolia coming back here, but it still could be anyone. And games tonight, Madonna 26-24. Magnolia wins set 2, 25-22. Madonna set 3, 25-18. Magnolia set 4, 25-17. And the final decisive game goes to the Blue Dawns, 15-10. Congratulations to Weird Madonna. For Dan Vogel and Phil Rujek, this is Jimmy DiCarlo wishing you guys a good evening.